Hello everybody and welcome back to the AQWFresh Yaarrrr where you basically play as a free player, just kind of cross the game as if I return or a new player, you know the whole gist. So pretty much I focus on pirate stuff and the farm for Harborn Vindicator. Now the reason why I only focus on these two is because I did not have much time. I wanted to do some farms but I really did not have enough time due to the fact that work has kept me kind of busy as well, and yeah, the stuff for YouTube. Now, there was a lot of stuff that's changed in the sense of classes, so that took a lot of my time and pretty much work. I had like bombarded with a lot of requests and really bombarded with things that have changed for AQ as well. So my hands were tied, so I had to make some changes. And I was not happy that I wasn't able to farm, but I was kind of glad I did some of the things that were going away soon. So that's why I pretty much focus on the pirate stuff and the condensed grades. Now I did the condensed grades because the insignias is pretty much a week. So if I just do it now, I'll pretty much get it done. And also, another reason why I did the two farms only, or yeah, this pirate stuff and the condensed grades, is because, well, shorter time mostly, but just kind of just slow down. I was kind of feeling burnt out the last couple of weeks, so I needed to calm down a bit and just take it easy. But other than that, I just pretty much focus on the pirate stuff, and yeah, I was really shocked when the update released because some of the stuff that was changed was quite surprised. I didn't know that Alpha Omega was going to get buffed and how it's going to be like an anti-tank with the second ability and the first ability, where you kind of spam your two to kind of just, you know, get the health down to 50% and use your fifth ability just to nuke the person down to dead, pretty much. Then Chaos Slayer. I really did not expect that class going to have a buff and be really good against Chaos tag monsters. I did some testing and that class was like absurdly strong. I was like, it was being chrono level. It was really ridiculous. I was using Ravenous and that pretty much made the class kind of stupidly broken. I don't know what to say. It was just stupidly broken with the Ravenous change as well. When it comes to Ravenous, I have mixed feelings. Now, I do like the change because it does allow some utility in the sense of DPS. Because Ravenous back then, you were able to just use it and it helped a lot of classes, but it didn't help all the classes because some classes didn't really benefit off Ravenous and some classes did. But now, sure, Ravenous has less utility in the sense of other classes, but for Ravenous it's pretty much a utility for DPS. Like for Archfiend, it's really good. For High Lord, oh boy, that class got a massive buff. It's almost on par with Dauntless, and that's kind of crazy. Although it does kind of make it slower, was I was really sad that they removed some of the other buffs of Ravenous, because I really like the mana regen and some the haste. Now it wasn't a lot, but it's kind of a small impact you kind of notice when you started using Ravenous now. But other than that, I was really surprised how they changed it. So I'm not sure if things are going to be the same or it's going to stay the same because a lot of people hate change. A lot of people hate it. Now, I think it's a good change because it kind of brings some freshness to the game because using Ravenous and Cronus, Cronus Shadow Slayer, it kind of made the game a little bit stale, really. And although it's a really strong combo and made the game really easy, it just made it really stale because it wasn't really intuitive. Because you just spam abilities and it's just like you do a lot of damage. It's just like it's easy damage without any reward. Although farming for Ravenous was kind of ridiculous in a way. But other than that, I don't know. I'm very mixed. Although I am more leaning to happy than sad. But other than that, just I was really surprised. Then Hollowborn Vindicator. The safeguard. Hollowborn Vindicator is now basically a unkillable class. You just spam buttons and you go brain dead, really. Like you can spam your first ability, your second ability, and your fourth ability, and just go in rotation. And you just don't die at all. You activate your first ability every 3 cycles, and you just don't die. One change I really like about the safeguard is now you can actually visibly see how much amount you have on your character and the monster. Because sometimes I cannot grasp how much damage is needed to kill a boss or a monster. How much shield I have left, because damage is kind of difficult to grasp when it comes to, you know, a lot of calculations in the background. Because, you know, if you're farming with a team, you can kind of grasp how much damage you're going to take, but in a sense of other multiplications, it kind of makes it difficult. So, for example, like farming Deimos. Deimos is a really interesting. I did not know his shield was 1,000,000 HP. When I saw that, that was like absolutely crazy. But other than that, some of the changes I was really surprised. Most notably was Chaos Slayer. I did not expect them to make a rep-only class be that strong against Chaos tag monsters. Although I haven't used Chaos Slayer against Champion Jokaroth, I had a party with it, but I haven't personally used it myself. So I need to see how that really works. But other than that, it's just really an eye-opener, because I did not expect it to do that well. I was expecting to do somewhat decent, because like 13% extra damage on all your abilities, all of your stats, and I was like, oh, that's crazy. And all your debuffs is 100% and no RNG. Oh, count me in. But other than that, it was a big surprise. Now, for those who are actually curious, I might farm for the Starlight of Imperium. Now, I'm worried. Prismatic Seams. Yeah, that is gonna be horrible. I don't know why I'm torturing myself with Prismatic Seams. It's like, first it was Archmage, and then it was Dauntless. Then I had to go back. I was like, you know what, I'm not going to do this. This is actually ridiculous. So I was like, you know what, I need to take a break, because this farm is really bad. The map is really dead. And I had to farm in this again 2 more times. No, let me take a break from this. This is getting ridiculous. Because I was using I was using Legion Remnant because it hits hard and is safe. I can use Archmage, but it's a little bit on the squishier side, although it has a lot of sustain, but it's not that much of a safe farm. Because you kind of have to play with your health, and it doesn't have defense, but it has massive healing over time. So yeah, it's gonna be a interesting thing for next week. Really, Starlight of Imperium, that farm, it really changed me. Because luckily I had the Dragon Blade already on my main account, but now I have to do the free player. The free player, it was horrible. And I did Gramiel. Yes, I was actually doing rotations because people I was doing it with, they were struggling, so I just kind of coached them on how to do things, and they really enjoyed it. Now, off to the other KO. Yes, you. Okay, so for those who are actually curious about my progress, for next week I'm going to be doing the Starlight of the Empyrean, the Starlight of Destiny. I'm not sure how long this is going to take because I don't have any of the weapons except for the Starlight of Destiny, so this might take some time, and I don't have the Dragon Blade weapon, the free player. That's going to be fun to farm. Then I'm also going to farm the Higar, or Higar, I don't know how to say it. It's the seasonal item from Pirates that you farm from Darkon. Then also going to be getting Lightcaster. So for next week, there's going to be an AC, 5 AC quest, the birthday. So I'm actually quite excited to get Lightcaster. And other than that, there's not much I'm going to be doing next week. I want to slow down a little bit because this week has been a little crazy. You probably know about it. It was absolutely crazy. With all like the buffs of the classes and yeah, work also. It was absolutely crazy. But other than that, I'm glad I did some of the condensed grays and the pirate stuff because really I was worried. I wasn't sure how long it's going to take, and really it just didn't take that long. The pirate stuff took me maybe 6 hours at most, and the condensed grays maybe an hour farming. That much. I didn't have enough time this week. It was really crazy. But other than that, I will be doing the Starlight of Empyrean next week in Higar and the Lightcaster. Now, the following week, I might get the Hollowborn Vindicator, or depends about the Ultras. I had a lot of fun doing the Ultras. I'm being sarcastic, by the way. Then I might do Ravenous. I do have enough insignias, the Ultra Norgoth. Then I also might do the Enchanted House of Norgoth because I want to get the Nation House. It's something that might be nice because it's gonna be a lot of jumping, although it's not gonna be that useful because I'm like that far into the Norgoth farming. So I might do the house first, then Ravenous, because Ravenous is gonna take some time. I know that for sure. And also, I did say I was going to do the Project Sword of Doom. I miscalculated. I was 1,000 Void Aura short. Don't ask me how. I was short. So I had to reschedule some of the stuff. So this week I pretty much just focus on the Pirate stuff and Condensed Grays. It's little, for sure, but I really did not have time. I was literally felt like a zombie for the whole week. I predicted it, and it actually happened. So other than that, I'm doing the Starlight or Empyrean. It really depends on how the prismatic scene's going to be. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Everything else, it's going to be easy. It's really going to be easy. I hope. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, feel free to like and subscribe. And yeah, guys, I hope you have a nice day. Cheers.